Hello readers! Watch the end of this video to learn how you could win free books. Yeah, really. My name is Emma G. Rose, and today we're reading from my first novel, Nothing's Ever Lost. We're going to be on page 34, for those of you reading along at home, and I hope you are. Ella had spent at least 16 of the last 24 hours trying to convince Jack, Mom, Dad, and when no one else would listen, the cat, that she should be allowed to go to the beach too. By the time Jack left that morning, Mittens was all for it, but everybody else had said no. So Ella decided she would go to the beach with her friends. She pilfered a towel from the hall closet and went into her bedroom to gather up her best friends, Mr. Stuffy, Barbie, Legs the Frogman, Sarah, and Optimus Prime, who had belonged to Jack until he decided he was too old to play with toys. Ella had tried to point out that he still had a bunch of toys on the shelf in his room, but Jack said they didn't count because they were collectibles and were in mint condition and would be worth money someday, and if she touched them, he would shave her head when she slept. Ella didn't actually believe he would do it, and she had no idea what mints had to do with anything, but she left his stupid toys alone anyway. She talked to her dolls as she loaded them into her red plastic cart. "Sit down, Mr. Stuffy. Legs, stop pulling Barbie's hair. Now does anyone have to go to the bathroom? Are you sure? I'm not stopping once we leave. I mean it." She threw the towel over her shoulder and pulled the cart down the hall. On the stairs, the front wheels spun in the air as the back wheels thumped down from step to step. "Ella!" Mom had probably been calling her for a while. She sounded 1 second away from middle names. Ella looked up. Mom was standing at the bottom of the stairs, her hands on her hips. With Ella 3 steps from the bottom, they were nearly eye to eye. "What are you doing?" "Taking my friends to the beach." The cart thumped down 2 more steps. "Fine. Why not? But no one goes swimming," Mom said. "I do not want to fish Barbies out of the pond again." Ella planted her hand on her hip. "They couldn't help it. They were shipwrecked. And no boating either." Okay. Thump, thump, thump. Mom stepped back to let Ella and her cart pass, then followed her up the hall. "Do we have any sunscreen?" Ella asked as Mom turned and went into the living room where she had been folding clothes. The Price is Right was on. "You don't need it. I put some on you an hour ago." Mom sat down on the couch and picked up a pair of Dad's shorts. "Not for me, for Sarah." Mom sighed as she folded the shorts in half. "Can't you pretend?" "Mom, Sarah is a baby and she has very sensitive skin. If she doesn't have sunscreen, her skin will turn all red and peel off, and then when she's old, she'll have wrinkles, and nobody wants that." This argument seemed to win Mom over. At least, she was smiling by the time Ella finished. Okay. She sat down the folded shorts and got up. "Is the spray-on kind all right?" "Sarah likes that kind best." "Of course she does," Mom said. Ella had only managed to buckle one of her sandals by the time Mom came back with a spray bottle that looked a lot like the water-filled one she used for ironing. "That's the wrong foot, you know." Ella levered the sandal off with the toes of her other foot. "It's not my fault. I'm dyslexic." "You're not dyslexic." "I could be." "You read me almost all of Frog and Toad last night." Ella kicked the sandal under the shoe rack. "I don't need shoes anyway." "What if you step on a bee?" "I'll squish him." "Good point. No swimming, right?" "Right." Mom held the screen door while Ella maneuvered her cart outside. She bumped the cart down the porch steps. The door thunked shut behind her. She crossed the grass to the pond, stopping briefly beside the playhouse Jack and Daddy were building for her. It pretty much only needed a roof now. "We'll have a housewarming party. Won't that be fun?" she said to the dolls. "It'll be a real grown-up party. We can get Mom to make us petits-fours, and everyone can sit around drinking fancy juice." When they reached the pond, Ella laid out the towel and began to unload her friends. She picked up Sarah first, since she was in greatest danger of burns and wrinkles. Ella sprayed the sunscreen. "Stop squirming. I'm almost done, and then you can go and play." Next, she picked up Barbie. "Remember, no swimming. You practically just ate breakfast, and if you go swimming now, you'll probably get cramps and drown, and then I'll have to jump in after you, and Mom will yell." She listened to the doll for a moment. "Yes, I guess it's okay if you just put your feet in, but just your feet." She found a handy rock and propped Barbie beside it, with her stiff plastic feet touching the water. "Happy now? Good." She picked up each toy in turn, talking to them and pausing now and then to listen to their responses. No, Uncle Jack isn't coming. He's at a different beach with Anna. I know you're disappointed, but Uncle Jack promised he would play with us tomorrow. We have a tea party scheduled at 3 o'clock. I know you don't like tea. Don't worry, I'll put grape juice in your cup. Finally, she reached for Optimus Prime. As her fingers brushed the plastic, a sharp pain stabbed her forehead. She fell on the ground, both hands on her head. The pain disappeared, but it had been there, and it had been scary. She scrambled to her feet and sprinted for the house. Mommy! She reached the screen door, sobbing and gasping for breath just as her mother opened it. Mom knelt and grasped Ella's shoulders. Honey, what's wrong? Ella tried to speak, but tears choked her. Mom hugged her. Honey, I can't understand you. Take a deep breath. Tell me what happened. Ella tried, but her words were still garbled. Your head? Did you hurt your head? Anxious fingers ran through Ella's hair, scratching for bumps and cuts. No, my head hurt. You have a headache? No, my head hurt. Okay, it's okay now. Mom picked her up and carried her to the couch, now cleared of all but a single stack of Jack's white undershirts. She laid Ella down, took one of the folded shirts, and set it over Ella's eyes, blocking out the bright morning sun. You lie here. I'm going to get you some cold water. Ella mumbled. She heard Mom leave the room. The fan was spinning above her head. She could feel the breeze on her hair. A cupboard shut. Water ran. Ella startled awake when the phone rang. The shirt slid to the floor. Mom came in and reached over Ella's head to pluck her cell phone off the side table. Hello? Yes, speaking. Ella tried to track only one blade of the fan as it spun. It was hard to do. Her eyes kept wanting to lose focus. Is he okay? Mom's voice had gone shaky. She was clutching the phone so hard her fingertips had turned white. Where? She said. Ella sat up. Mom? Mom didn't answer. She was nodding. Okay, yes, thank you. For a moment after she ended the call, she stood there, staring at the wall behind the couch. Nervous, Ella made a small noise in the back of her throat. Mom looked down at her. Her eyes focused. Get your shoes, we're going. Ella sat up. Going where? Mom stabbed the button on her phone, speed dialing, and pressed it to her ear. Just going. Is it a surprise? Shoes, now. Ella jumped up and ran for the stairs. They were going to the beach. This had all been a big joke they were playing on her so that she would be surprised. Jack would be there, and Anna, and maybe even Daddy. That's who Mom had been calling. Maybe he secretly had the day off from work. Ella rushed frantically around her room until Mom called her name. She barreled down the stairs and skidded to a stop in the front hall. She had shorts on over her bathing suit, floaties on her arms, and her goggles perched on her head. Mom took one look at her and laughed until she cried. If you liked what you just heard, click the link below to buy this book now. All right, the contest. You can enter to win a prize pack that includes a signed advanced copy of my new book, Near Life Experience, a signed copy of this book, Nothing's Ever Lost, a sticker and bookmark prize pack, and whatever other cool stuff I dream up between now and then. All you have to do is follow this page and like or comment on this video. One lucky winner will win all the cool stuff on May 17th. Good luck! Now go live your life wherever you are.